YouTube land, and welcome back to the Chaos Asylum. I am your host, Alex Payne, and today's another WWE Monday Night Raw reactions. Tonight, Undertaker's supposed to be showing up tonight at the same place he lost his WrestleMania streak. And Shawn Michaels is supposed to be here tonight also to promote a movie. So we kick off Monday Night Raw with Stephanie and Mick Foley in the back talking about his review, how some of the things in 2016 was bad, some of them were good. And she's like, you're the one who started to rumor about The Undertaker. Can you guarantee that he's here tonight? Da-da-da. And it's like, yeah, well, you know, it's a hunch. She's like, he was on SmackDown. How's this a hunch? And then Seth Rollins comes in and says, hey, what's up, Mick? And whatever, and talks to him. And then he's like, I'm going to enter myself in the Royal Rumble. And then Braun Strowman comes in. He's like, I want Goldberg and Roman Reigns. And then Mick's like, well, Goldberg's not here, and Roman Reigns is in the matchup next. So then Seth just starts beating the crap out of him. Then he throws him into the wall. Security comes out and whatever. So the first match of the night is going to be Roman Reigns in a 2-on-1 match for the United States title. It'll be Roman Reigns versus taking on Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Hey, so what happened was the match was going on, and Braun Strowman came out, and he's beating the crap out of Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins and Jericho are helping him out. Here comes, who is it? Seth Rollins to come down to help, Roman out. Then, pretty much what happened, they took everybody out of the ring. Stephanie came out and said, okay, that's it, fine. This match is going to happen later tonight. I'm going to let you heal up. But Seth, since you want to fight so bad, you get to face Braun Strowman. So, everybody, first, what happened was Seth Rollins was facing off against Braun Strowman. And, of course, Braun was dominating for a little while, throwing, Seth all around the ring. And then Seth finally got him outside the ring, and he did a couple diving moves, knocked him on his butt, got him back in the ring. Did a couple high-risk maneuvers. Got a 1 count, kicked out real bad, 2 kicked out, flying knees, super kicks. He hit a frog splash that nailed Strowman in the face. That was a 2 count, and he powered out of that. And pretty much, he rolled out of the ring, Strowman did. And then Seth Rollins went for like a dive on the outside from the and whatnot, missed. And then they beat the crap out of each other, got a double count out. And then the next match after that, it was, let me think here. Oh, jeez. Then the women was in the back, and Bayley was talking to Sasha Banks, and they were talking about the Women's Championship match and how she deserves it. And then out of nowhere, here comes Charlotte. And then here comes Nia Jax. She takes out Becky, and then Charlotte takes out, Sasha Banks gets taken out by Nia Jax, and then Charlotte takes out Becky by throwing her into like these things, and Charlotte's all like this to like Nia, and then Nia just picks her up, slams her against one thing, and then just walks away. Then we have a cruiserweight match, and it's a typical cruiserweight match, whatever. So yeah, there we go. So Mick Foley's backstage looking for Undertaker, and Stephanie's like, you know what? She's like, you got 1 hour to find the Undertaker and put him in the middle of that ring. And HBK's coming out right now. So Shawn Michaels comes out promoting his movie and talking about the Royal Rumble and how it was in Texas when he first won his first Royal Rumble and world title. Oh, sorry. And then, what's their name? Rusev, Jinder Mahal, and Lana came out. And they're talking about how they want Lana in the movie. And Shawn's like, well, we can't put her in the movie. The movie's over. It's coming out next Friday. And whatnot. So then Big Kaz and Enzo come out and they do their little shtick. And whatnot. And then it ends up being like them just making fun of them, saying, hey, the movies you want to be in is Beauty and the Beast, The Pianist, stuff like that. And they even had Shawn say, what do we got over here? Kappa haters. Kappa haters. They did that. And then, then Jinder and them were all like, well, you know what? He's like, how about you come over here and I'll face you. Rusev. And Rusev's like, no, you can face Jinder. And then Shawn's like, you know what? He's like, I will stay out at ringside since I have nowhere to go until next Friday. So what happened was, the match between Big Kaz and, what's his name? Jinder Mahal. Back and forth type of match. just slow pace. Pretty much in the end, Shawn Michaels hit the super kick on Rusev, and then the crosswalk slam, which he botched, and then the elbow drop, 1, 2, 3, and Shawn Michaels, Big Cass, and Enzo celebrate. And later tonight, it will be the United States Championship on the line in a handicap match against Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, taking on the United States Champion Roman Reigns. So Neville was going up against some other luchador, and Neville was dominating this match, hitting moves left and right. So the guy couldn't even get out of the fucking blocks. And then Neville pretty much ends up putting a submission move on him. He taps out, and then he wins the match, and he won't let go. So the ref's like, come on, break it up, break it up. So he lets him go. Attacks him behind, puts the move back on it again. Swan comes out, tries to do his move, and he slides out and leaves. There we go. So Stephanie was in the back, and here comes pretty much, what's her name? Bailey and Sasha Banks, who won a match. Stephanie's like, you know what, you got it. I think it's either later tonight or, at the pay-per-view. Didn't really pay attention that much. And now it's tag champs. I believe it's Sheamus taking on Luke Gallows. So the match was going on, and freaking Braun Strowman. Oh my god, I keep saying Braun Strowman. I mean, fucking Sheamus was beating up on Luke Gallows, hitting some moves, ran into the corner, that spin heel kick outside, and then pretty much did, Luke Harper did his move, knocked him outside the ring, and back, and threw him back in the ring, and then got a 2 count, and commercial break. So now, pretty much Sheamus was dominating this match, taking Luke Gallows out, and then Carl Anderson distracted him, because he's beating up on Cesaro. Then Cesaro, and then Luke Gallows did this one move, Sheamus kicked out, Broad kick, because he got distracted by Cesaro. 1, 2, 3, Sheamus wins the match, and Undertaker should be coming out next. So, Mick Foley comes out, and he's like, Undertaker, I need you to come out here, man, please, let's hear that dong, and he's begging and pleading, and Undertaker don't come out. So Stephanie comes out, and she's like, Mick, you legit have been failing it this year. Yes, you've done some good things, but you put the whole Cruiserweight division on the line. You've been putting your own, things on the line against, Sami Zayn. And then here Undertaker's music hits. He comes out, and he, legit looks at them and says, nobody controls me, not even you. I am letting everybody know now that I am entering the Royal Rumble. And I'm going to win the title at WrestleMania. And then he walks away. It's going to be Nia Jax and Charlotte taking on Sasha Banks and Bayley. So what's going on is, now this match just started, and it was the match started off with Sasha Banks and Charlotte, and Sasha Banks just got a little bit of moves, threw Charlotte into the corner, pulled her tights up, kind of made it look like she was wearing a thong, threw her into Nia Jax, didn't phase her, and she slapped Nia Jax, and then Nia Jax got under, ref stopped her, and we're on commercial break. So pretty much they started off the match, and legit Sasha Banks is dominating this match, kicking the crap out of, what's her name, Charlotte. And then finally she does that one thing with the move where she jumps up on her feet, and she landed on her own. She's like, oh, crap. And then she went over to tag Bayley in. Bayley got in, started beating up on Charlotte a little bit, and then Nia Jax got in and started beating up on her, on Bayley, and then they just tagged in and out. In the end, Nia Jax pushed off Bayley. Not Bayley, sorry, Sasha Banks. Did her leg drop to Bayley. 1, 2, 3, they won the match. So there we go. So the New Day is out there, and they're talking to, what's his name, Titus O'Neil, and they are saying, dude, you're blowing up our freaking Twitter, our text messages, we get it. And Xavier's like, my DMs are not for you, okay? Don't slide in my DMs. Dang it, okay? It's not funny. Stop it. So then, pretty much, they're like, okay, you want to redo them yourself? Because they showed a thing where, Titus O'Neil was in NXT, and he had to do the one thing where he was running with the keg, and he kept falling over. They're like, if you could complete this, we'll let you in. So he gets all the way around the ring, and the goal is you have to cross the finish line with the keg. He gets right where the line is, drops it, and crosses the finish line. Thinks he wins. Nope. He gets super mad, pushes Kofi Kingston. So now it looks like it's going to be Kofi Kingston versus Titus O'Neil. So it ended up being, like I said, it ended up being Titus O'Neil versus Kofi Kingston, and Titus was beating the crap out of Kofi Kingston, dominating this match. Throws, clotheslines, big splashes in the corner, things like that. And then he tried to do this flip over, roll up on Titus. Didn't work. He just picked him up, threw him out to Xavier and Big E caught him, and then he got out of the ring, chased after him, slid back in the ring, trouble in paradise. 1, 2, 3, Kofi Kingston wins. I'm predicting next week it will be Big E versus Titus O'Neil. Next up, the main event, the United States Champion Roman Reigns putting his United States Championship on the line in a 2-on-1 handicap match against the Universal Champion Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. The Beast Incarnate is going to show his face on Monday Night Raw next week. Wow, this match was crazy. Well, the match started off with, of course, Roman coming out and then Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. And so, they were talking a little strategy outside, and then Roman Reigns just comes over, starts beating the crap out of them. They had a plan to try to put Jericho into the cage because it's on top of the ramp. So he takes him up there, puts him in there, almost locks him in. Kevin Owens stops him. Jericho and Kevin Owens throws Roman Reigns into the shark cage. It falls over. He's hurting his arm. They beat him up a little bit on the outside. They throw him into the steel steps. They beat him up a little bit, then throw him into the ring. Jericho's beating up on him, and he tags in Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens beats up on him and tags back in, pretty much Jericho. There's moves going on. They're like, you know what, it's over. So then they go and try to do the pop-up powerbomb code breaker, and he reverses it into a Superman punch to Jericho, Superman punch to Kevin Owens. Tries for a spear, and then freaking Jericho reverses it. Kevin Owens grabs a hold of him, tries to do a powerbomb to the apron. Nope, doesn't work. So then he tries to get back in the ring. He tries to do... he gets back in the ring. Kevin grabs a hold of one of his legs. Jericho code breakers Roman. And then pretty much... since, Kevin had a hold of his one leg, he just had enough so he could pick him up. And then he spun around and powerbombed him on the apron. They both threw him back in. And then he's like, you ready? You ready? And he just Kevin Owens throws Roman Reigns at Jericho. Code breaker. 1, 2, 3... Chris Jericho becomes your new WWE United States Champion for the first time in his career. The title that eluded him. So, there we go. That's how Monday Night Raw ended. What'd you think about it? Did you think it sucked? Did you like it? Leave it in the comments below. And like I always like saying, hello to all my new subscribers out there, and welcome to the Chaos Asylum. So, like I always say, share this video, leave a comment, hit the like button, and if you haven't done it already, smash that subscribe button. Later.